Okay. Okay, microphone check 1 2 1 2. Got all this bullshit wrapped around. Like, how is everything just wrapped around the mic? Shit. Okay. I gotta clean up. I might have to change what I do today on Sunday. I was gonna be a relaxed day, but the house dirty. I can't deal with it. Anyway, welcome back to episode 4. It's crazy I had to think about it as if I had like 100 episodes, but there it is. Great, better start. Look how comfortable I'm finally getting into the whole podcast thing. I'm feeling comfortable. This feels like a second home almost, which is weird because I'm in my actual home recording it. Yeah, whatever. um, Surprisingly, today's topic isn't going to be hip hop, which is crazy because Chris Brown violated, disrespected, humiliated, and damn near got a fucking kill streak on fucking Quavo, and that's something to talk about, but no more than 10 minutes. And you know I love the yap. But today I actually want to talk about something that I thought about a while ago when I seen it, which was the Tyler and Gerard Carmichael thing, but not necessarily the actual what happened in the video. I feel like everybody has talked about it, and we all agree that that probably should have been a private conversation. It wasn't. We was privy to it, and they realized that sometimes to be a fly on the wall, it's not always good. But the topic of discussion, or what they was discussing about, and what I wanted to go farther into detail with, was you confessing your feelings to somebody that you are really good friends with. Basically trying to escape the friend zone and moving that relationship from being just friends to being partners and whatever you want to be. And for Tyler and Gerard, it was more like, boyfriend type shit. And Tyler said, nah. He didn't even say motherfucker nah. Called Gerard a stupid bitch and laughed. And then laughed again in his face. Oh, well, if you saw the clip, bro, that shit look crazy. But I was just seeing that clip all around, and I actually went to go watch it. And as the follow up is actually intriguing. It's like the reason why Tyler said that was because he wanted to avoid change. Like, he didn't want to mess up a good thing. And speaking on personal experience, I have had that told to me so many times. And as a youngin, I didn't understand it, right? Hell, even a few years back, I would say a couple years, I still didn't understand it. Like, I don't understand, like, if we make good friends, if we're having a great time as being friends, what makes you think we won't have an even better time as a couple? But like Tyler said, you don't want things to change. And now that I'm older, I have a few years on me experience being in several different types of relationships. Um, I can understand that you do what that means to not want to mess up a good thing. Like, we're friends, we're close. You're somebody I could confide into, talk to, trust, and whatever. And the reason why that doesn't translate into a relationship, because now priorities have to change. You have to do the things that couple would do, and then at the same time, if we're changing our relationship status from just friends to that a relationship, then we have to look towards the future. Are your future plans the same as my future plans, right? you know we're cooling right now. We're on the same type of timing. We like to party, have fun, shop till we drop type shit. But it's like, what if I want kids? Do you want kids? I know you don't want kids because we're friends. We had this discussion as friends. I have known so much from being friends that I realized that us being in a relationship isn't going to be overall net positive as if you think it would be, right? And I always learned that lesson after, like, we said we know we're done and talking, because as a guy, it's probably really different from guy to guy, as we saw with Tyler and Gerard. It's like as men to other men, we're just like we're straightforward, we're cutthroat, right? Women does not have the same approach, right? They will just slowly start drifting away the moment they catch hint or inklings of feelings. Right? And I've been the last time I was in something like that was with one of my coworkers, and I just could not deal with it anymore. I was over her, still friends with him, but the like when he made her mad, she would take it out on me, telling me I'm jealous or whatever like that. And I was like, well, as friends, it's not something you do with a friend, right? That's not something you don't do as friends. But our dynamic had already was the dynamic of our relationship wasn't good already because I went into it never wanting to be friends, and she was under that impression the whole time, which in reality I can't fault her for. Right? She wasn't attracted to me. She liked me. She liked my company and the time that we were, but she was attracted to him, and she wanted him. The only problem was she didn't like who he was. So she liked my personality and all that, just wasn't attracted to me. She was attracted to him, didn't like his personality. The both of us like together and the space that she had created, we was the perfect man. If we was to do the motherfucking fusion dance on some Goku Vegeta, Goten Trunks type shit, we would be the perfect guy for her. But that's not how the world works. And you know how many times I've been in that scenario where the person they're fucking and sucking, kissing and hugging, loving and touching, going out to the club and something. I couldn't rhyme it any further with that person, but then come back to their their little space or whatever, texting my phone, Snapchatting me about this and that and third, and how you know they don't like the person or whatever. And it's like, well, why am I getting the leftovers? And it's like, no, you're not getting the leftovers. He gets me like, and from her perspective, he gets me physically, you get me emotionally, and together both of y'all complete this dynamic that I'm looking for in a man that can help me, get through this process. One, that's selfish as fuck. And two, everybody gets hurt. And guess what? Everybody did get hurt one way or another. I got hurt. She got hurt. And then he was doing the hurting, and I guess eventually he got hurt too, right? It's crazy though to think how something could be so good and go bad just off of a simple hey, I'm starting to catch feelings for you, and then the other person would be like, nope, can't do this. Pack that bag and dip the fuck off. So now begs the question, right? Can you escape the friend zone? And I'm gonna tell you, and this was supposed to be a life lesson. It's still going to be. If you're new here, life lessons are like basically what I'm saying right now in the podcast is just condensed down in a very digestible video format. Damn, what have I been reading or some shit? What am I doing out here? Am I looking at the dictionary? That's crazy. Look how professional and articulate I sound. But hold up, what the fuck I was talking about? Oh yeah, can you escape the friend zone? In my opinion, which I believe is a fact, there's no such thing as a friend zone. There never has been, never was one. The only time you ever hear the term friend zone is when you shoot your shot at a person and then they call and they be like, oh, we're friends though. That is their subtle way of telling you that you would never fuck. And if you do, or if you are fucking, you're just friends with benefits, right? Hence why that's a term. But the actual friend zone, there's no such thing. And the reason why is for the simple fact of either you're friends or not. It's point blank in the discussion. It's black and white. There's no gray middle. There's no underlining toes. I don't care if you dig up every fucking philosopher from the grave to tell you otherwise. Now fuck them and fuck you. Listen to me. There's no such thing as a friend zone. Now, can you escape being somebody's friend into something else? Yes, you can. And there's two ways to do it. Either both of you mutually grow feelings for each other and then that blossoms into something new, or you ruin the friendship and then you gain nothing at all. And 9 times out of 10, you ruin the friendship. And this is why. Because the former is a lot different, right? There had to be feelings there already. There was already a mutual attraction to one another, right? And nobody was ready to phrase pull the trigger, right? They was kind of feeling out like, should I do this or would I not? And it usually went both ways. If it doesn't go both ways, then one person sees the other person platonically. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to look that word up because I know what I mean, but then I don't know if that's the word I was. What the fuck? How you spell that word? Platonic. Platonic. Look at me sounding shit out. Of love or friendship, intimate, affectionate, but not sexual. Yeah, platonic relationship was very not sexual. Look at, could y'all believe I want to be a novelist? Yeah, to keep the relationship very platonic. The problem with this is, it's very, and this is where you get that phrase too. It's hard for men and women to be friends, which is really not. If both people aren't attracted to each other, then we could just be friends all day. Have I been in relationships like that? I have terrible memory. I would like to say I don't really feel like I had a couple of really good solid friends, but they wasn't women. They was all males. I can't for the life of me think I ever had one where I didn't catch feelings, and on a rare occasions they caught feelings. But yeah, I don't think that ever has happened to me personally, but I know people, they've been like friends since high school or college, and there are a boy girl dynamic, and they just been cooling it, kicking it. And then I know a few couples that were like, no, we started as friends, we grew into something, whatever. The reason why it's hard, like I said before, the reason why it's hard because both people have to have mutual feelings for each other to then grow past the let's just be friends phase of the relationship. And this is why you I can't really say you can escape the friend zone, because there's not a zone to be in. You're not trapped anywhere to then try to plan your escape from. You are not taking a relationship as what it is. And unfortunately, a lot of guys go through this. And I know a few women. I just don't, it happens less to women because women are known to be chased rather than to be the chasers. Now don't get it fucked up now. Women are also dumb when it comes to men. They will be quick to like a no good nigga in a fucking instant. That motherfucker could treat her like the piece of shit and she be right there up his ass off of just pure fatal attraction alone. Right? And then I know a lot of guys will feel me that you do everything, you listen, you talk, you get her stuff or whatever. You doing all the boyfriend treatment without getting the reward, which would then be sex. But then that goes into both ways too. And going back to Tyler and Gerard, I understand what Tyler said. He was trying to avoid change. And then when he asked, what do you want from me? What do you want me to tell you? Tyler already knew. He's like, you want me to tell you, oh, I feel the same way, let's be in a relationship. But that's not how it's going to work. And that's the same thing. You are trying to in a very not sugar coated term, you're trying to buy your way into pussy, and that's never gonna work. And I used to, as a kid, a young adult, I did it a lot of times, brothers. I'm telling you, I did it a lot of times. If I'm speaking on a topic, 9 times out of 10, I'm speaking from experience. I did it all the time, brother. Trust me, that don't work. And I used to be mad at the girl I was doing it for, but then as I got older, I'd be like, she just wasn't stupid. I mean, that's just a nod on my taste. Thank God I like beautiful, thick, pretty smart women that know, like, well, if a motherfucker want to buy me shit, why would I then stop him from buying me shit? Right? Like, this a free lick. And all I got to do is just look pretty and give him, and just do everything I'm normally doing. And he just going to go above and beyond. And this is why then at this point, it falls back on you. It's like, because you're doing too much. You're not playing your role. If y'all are friends, then friends are equal, right? You get her something, she gets you something. He gets you something, you get him something, right? She gets you something, you get her something. It has to be equal. If you're going above and beyond and then they're not reciprocating it, you're not in an equal friendship, which means that she's treating it like a friendship, you're treating it like um a potential she will be my girlfriend or my boyfriend one day. And that's just not how it works, brother. When I first saw this come out, it was on TikTok, of course, you know. And if you know me, which you don't, but I love me some TikTok. I hate that we passed the bill to get rid of it, motherfucker. Ah, USA, bro. Motherfuckers. If I say I hate the USA, they'd be like, you know what this country done for you? Made my ancestors slaves? Oh, like yeah. I was like, the fuck you talking about, bro? And we got so much shit going on. The thing they want to do is ban TikTok. Psh, I mean, the OnlyFans girls. Anyway, um, when I first saw this on TikTok, it was a black dude talking about it, and his perspective was pretty on par with mine. But he said something I didn't even think about that I'm currently doing now, but because I'm doing it, it's normal to me, right? And people probably already done this before, and I'm pretty sure women already like come pre-downloaded to do this shit. When you like what you like, it's very easy to say no and then don't be caught in the quote unquote friend zone. And what I mean by this is the reason why it's easy for a woman to be friends with a guy is because on first glance, she already knows if she's attracted sexually or, you know, sexually and physically to this person. And if not, then she already categorized you as either someone she sees casual or a friend, a coworker, or whatever. She already just puts you in that folder. As men, we don't really know what we like until we get to the ages of, or well, you should, till when you get to the ages of like 25 to 30. Your taste has now refined. You have talking to a lot of women. You have seen a lot of women. If you watch porn like all guys do, you know your type. You know what you look like. You know what you lust and desire of, and what you know find a very appealing into into a relationship. And personally, like for example, what I lust after, big, fat, booty, thick women. Love that shit, bro. I'm from the South, from Georgia. You know, I'm from Atlanta. So, you know, I like a good peach on the thing. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even gotta have no titties, baby. It's okay. I'm sucking whatever on that. So it's, you know, it's whatever. But if you had that thing, that motherfucking dumpy motherfucker, then you know the type of ass make you be like, go man, go man, go man. You know, you gotta throw that bitch in a circle. I'm sorry. I'm an ass man. That's what I lust after. But if you look at all the women I fell in love with, except for the last one, skinny, you know, always skinny, sort of kind of fit, varies in height and fucking race. My first love was Hispanic. My second one was black, but like mixed with Nigerian or some shit. Third one was Hispanic. Yeah. So I have various tastes. So it's like, well, what is your love language? What gets you the most? What makes you fall in love with somebody? Conversation. And this is how my black ass always gets in a fucking friend zone. If you talk a good game, not like you're spitting game, but if you could hold a conversation and know how to articulate yourself and actually discuss the topic that's being held, I'm falling in love every time, bro. I'm simping hard as fuck. Like if I can talk to you and we're actually talking, not on some like, I hate, bro, y'all don't fucking stand how much I hate when I talk to a person and they're not giving anything to the conversation. It's a fucking ick. Like, bro, one, why the fuck are we talking? Because it doesn't seem like you want to fucking talk. You don't want to have a conversation. Hence why I'm talking to the fucking mirror. Right? It's like, so what is happening? Like, if I be like, how was your day? And then you respond with good, that irks me. That like dick on mad soft, bro. I think it shrunk like 3 inches. Like good how? Like if I have to ask another question that doesn't need to be asked from the same topic, I'm already done with it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to interact with you. I hate that I know you. And most people will look at that shit like, oh man, you're going overboard. No, talk. If we're having a conversation, then converse. Like, it's not that hard. Trust me. I do it. I won't say for a living. Well, I guess my first job was customer service, so technically I did it for a living. um, and now I'll do it now for the podcast. So kind of. But I'm not making no money from this. um, it's not that hard though. It's like if I ask you how was your day, and you be like, it was good. I went to work, went to Starbucks. Starbucks was busting. Went to the gym, did a little shopping. You know, look how much stuff you just gave me. I could talk about what workouts you did. What did you get at what did you get at Starbucks? How much grocery shopping did you do? What store did you go to? Did you go to Target? Did you go to Walmart? Did you go to Safeway? Like, you see how much I could then branch off of that one, that information you just gave me, and then, go into something else. When you answer with these deadpan ass answers, it irks my living fucking. So I think it would, if I was to die right now, I will hunt that motherfucker if I could. Like talk. But that's because conversation is my love language. So the moment now, like before though, when people don't talk, I will over talk to be like, well, they don't talk. I know I don't like this, but I'm gonna over talk because I still want to get them. Just to realize like, oh, I didn't really like them. I really wanted to fuck them. Right? I really wanted to have sex, and I was trying to friendship my way into sex. Yes, that's bad. I'm not saying it's good. And I'm telling you right now, it never worked. I wasn't pretty enough. I'm pretty now, but I mean, that's just, shout out to the gym, Planet Fitness, that place that got 1,000 treadmills for some reason, but no fucking bench press machines or whatever. So now that I'm older, you would never catch me in the friend zone now because I already know what I want. If I talk to a woman and I realize that she can't hold a conversation, I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if I see her any other time we interact, then I know this woman is just a friend, right? No, I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how fat her ass is. It's like the number one thing on my priority list is conversation, and she already failed at that. So I'm just gonna, see me when you see me. Like, we could talk or we don't because you can't talk. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's something the dude on TikTok pointed out about Tyler. Tyler knows what he wants. He's bisexual, so he's been with men and women. So now you're at a point where Tyler probably knows himself very, very well enough to already conclude that Gerard is not the person he wants to be with, but he's a really good friend. Like he's a homie. Like he said in the interview, he was like, bro, you're like a brother to me. Like, you the first person I will call if I wanted to go somewhere, or I wanted to hang out, or play video games, or come to this concert, come shopping with me. You're that person because we're very good friends. I could talk to you, we can conversate. Like, to me, I wanted that Tyler and Gerard conversation about Flowerboy album. I wanted that shit for every fucking album. I wanted that shit for Igor. I wanted that shit for Call Me If You Get Lost. I love the questions being asked and then Tyler being comfortable to then say how he produced the album. That was dope, right? But going into that, Gerard probably felt the same way, but then wanted to take it further and be like, no, I want Tyler, right? I want this person, because even though Gerard didn't check any boxes of relationship status that Tyler had, didn't translate to Gerard. Tyler probably checked out all the boxes for him. But another thing that the dude from TikTok had a take on were liking a person, for who they are. But he proposed that he only liked Tyler for what he saw and not for who Tyler is. And I thought that was an interesting dynamic. Another quote, let me look it up, is from TJ Online, from the rap group, former rap group Therapy. He left now, and this is one, I guess, the last tracks he made. And doing literally the last line of his verse, he says, "Are you attracted to me, or do you just like who I am?" And I like that. And unfortunately, nobody fucking put it on Genius, so I have to assume I know what it means, and I'll be mad as fuck if I didn't. um, but that line, I think I understand it now. Are you attracted to me, or do you just like who I am, fellas? Um, few ladies out there. I'm pretty sure we have heard when a motherfucker be like having a great time, y'all laughing, y'all kicking back, and this bitch or nigga says, "Oh my gosh, I wish I could find somebody like you." Y'all can't see me move my head side to side, but that's what I just did. Fuck you, bitch. What? You wish you could find somebody like me? Bitch, I'm like me. The fuck you talking about? Right? As a kid and a young adult, I didn't understand that term. This shit sounds stupid to me. And mind you, I was a stupid ass kid. So if it sounds stupid to the stupid, I know that shit didn't make any motherfucking sense. But as an adult now, where time and perspective, I get it. I get what they mean by that. It's like, I like everything about you. And if I could put your personality on a motherfucker that I am sexually attracted to, it would go crazy. She would be the happiest woman on earth. And God goes back to this line. Are you attracted to me, or do you just like who I am? Now that I understand that, and I have been doing that, before, I can, what's the word? Not diagnose. I can, I was looking for a word to be like, I could read the situation, but that's not really the term I'm trying to go for. But I can deduct when somebody be like, "Oh my gosh, you're a great person," or whatever, because it always follows up. Because I talk to a lot of women, so it always follows up with, "I can't believe you don't have a girlfriend," right? Mind you, they're not saying that they personally want to be my girlfriend. They just saying that they like whatever they see, or no, hear or see or whatever, and that they're surprised that I don't have a girlfriend. Well, that goes to the thing, like what my man TJ said. Are you attracted to me, or do you just like who I am? Being attracted to somebody is far different than knowing them and then being attracted to that. And that's what the dude on TikTok proposed for Gerard. He said he liked Tyler for who Tyler portrays himself to be, right? Which is, this fashion. I will say, I even go as far as to say fashion icon, right? Having a golf floor, being this well dressed, well mannered, articulate person. You when you watch Tyler interviews, he's very passionate, and the way he describes his feeling from making albums, from making clothes, or his thoughts on certain topics and opinions, and this motivational speaker slash inspiration that he gives to fans and his audience to go out there, be yourself, do you, don't give a fuck what anybody else says. And then you learn, about the things he collects and the things that he loves and his taste for music and all of this shit. On the outside looking in, it's really easy to like Tyler for that, right? And shout out to the old homie Davey. I remember talking with him while I was back in California, and we was on, I think we was on this certain topic of this discussion by being a friend zone or whatever, and he said, well, Tyler right now is like, Tyler has to ask the question, like, do you like me for me, right? Do you like Tyler that drives the McLaren, or do you like Tyler who used to ride the bike and talk about he rape bitches, right? Right? Do you like Tyler that has his own clothing brand, or do you like the Tyler that says faggot and fuck you all the time, right? You have to ask these questions, right? Because like you don't like me for me, you like what you see and what I portray out there. Not saying it's fake, but that's all to me. And then a lot of women do this. When they find a man attractive, they let so much bullshit slide. They can have the most shitty personality, shitty living situation, shitty finance, but they're attracted to them, right? So they bypass all of that shit. And don't get me wrong, man, do it too. A fat ass will make you bypass a lot of shit, right? That bitch could be ugly, could be dirty, could be rude, and a big booty will make you be like, oh my god, I can look past it, right? But that's because we haven't hit yet. Once we hit, oh bitch, you gotta go. I'm not dealing with that shit. Like I paid my dues, I got the pussy, I'm out, right? Women don't think like that. They will ride a man, well, hypothetically and then physically, based off how he looks and how he dresses and his body wise or whatever. I know a motherfucker just straight love this. Everybody love this man. He good looking, whatever. To come to find out, motherfucker was doing some very strange acts and deviance, right? And now everybody's like, fuck him. Oh no, wait a minute, it was cool, right? It was cool though. Well, I didn't know, and that's the problem, right? Because when motherfuckers were trying to tell you, you didn't want to believe it, but you had nothing go on. You was just like, well, he's too good looking to do said things, and then said things was to be true. It's like, wow, who would have thought, right? When the motherfucker tell you if Diddy wants to party, don't go up on it, and then you go up on it, and then he go up into you, and then you like, oh shit, it was real. them Diddy parties scary. So now that we're here, right now, that we have to understand if that person is attracted to you, right, or do they just like who you are, right? And if they like who you are, then that means they always are wishing that your personality, their good qualities that they like about you was on somebody else, right? And then if they're attracted to you, then they will bypass your bad qualities just to have you and to say they have you. So now you're asking, well, Aunt, like, so what's best to have? Both. You want somebody to be attracted to you and also like who you are, because then those two combinations make somebody want to be in a relationship, and then not necessarily deal with or tolerate, but then understand and work on your bad qualities, your bad habits, and then grow, right? And that's something that I got looking at the Tyler and Gerard thing, right? It's like Tyler was trying to save him. Like, let's not get into the things, right? Because then Tyler knows himself, right? It's like, I know you can't deal with me, and my bad qualities. It's like, well, what qualities does Tyler have? I'm pretty sure Tyler's a fucking homewrecker. I think he gets off having somebody's significant other cheat on him, but then always gets his fucking heart broken because then he always plays the side nigga role. And it's like, well, how do I determine this? Motherfucker, that's what Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost was about. Like, the fuck? Like, he keeps, even Fantano said it, like, bro, this dude has the home wrecking thing going on, right? And it's like, can somebody deal with that? Probably not. And probably that's why he's single. And fucking just, having single flings and all that shit. It's a summer fling. Because he knows that about himself. And he doesn't want to put that on somebody, on somebody in a relationship like that, especially somebody that you will call a friend. So once you understand that balance and you find somebody, whatever, yes, that then you could always have a relationship, start off, and be boyfriend, girlfriend, or girlfriend, or boyfriend, boyfriend. And then build a friendship off of that, because the basis of a friendship is just knowing somebody, trusting somebody, and then wanting the best for each other. That should come with the relationship, right? So you end up having a lot of moments and a lot of couples, husband and wives, that be like, well, this is my best friend. Well, it's like, yeah, because now, even though they didn't start off as best friends, they grew into that, right? And because they already had it, other two qualifications. So then it's like, okay, well, you're in the friend zone. What do you do? Me personally, you have to move on. And I'm like, move on from this quote unquote friendship. Because if you're the person, or a person that has feelings for them and you can't reciprocate it, you have to let them go. Because then y'all would never have a truly honest friendship. Like, it just won't work. It would never work, because unless time dilutes those feelings and then they move on to another person, they're always gonna want to seek that validation, that agreement, that one day, that one text, that one call, that one snap or whatever, to of you being like, yes, let's be in a relationship. I want to give it a try, whatever. And not saying that that could not happen. It has happened to me no times, but I'm pretty sure there's it's a billion fucking people in the world. I'm pretty sure it happens to a good a million of them motherfuckers. I just don't know, right? But if you know, as the person that's on either side, right, you know you have feelings for somebody, they're not going to reciprocate it, and you know a person that has feelings for you, you're not going to reciprocate it. Let them go. Don't waste their time. It's not gonna amount to anything. That's just it. And then once you do that, I will say, get to know yourself, right? Know what you find attractive, know what you want, know your love language, right? Know the things that you want and desire from a person, and then instead of trying to change for them or have them change for you, go find that person, right? Like for me, I like anime, I like video games, I love music or whatever. I had to stop trying to holler at single moms or fucking somebody's wife at the grocery stores or at my local fucking fast food. Like, that's the terrible place to find the qualities that I'm looking for in a fucking woman, right? Or a dating app. I hate fucking dating apps. They're all fucking stupid, right? And it's like, if I really wanted to go find a woman that I can possibly start a relationship, provide with, I probably need to go to an anime convention or Barnes and Nobles or somewhere where my creative space and things that I'm interested in also will align with that of the person that I'm looking for. The reason I haven't done it is because, well, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Looking to get this money, spend that bag, that get that guap. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I had to say for this topic. Sorry, I didn't do a lot of cuts. Not because I fucked up. It's because somebody was texting me, and I'm trying to see where that goes. Trying to slide up in there. You know what I'm talking about? So I had to cut. I had to cut so I could cut. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sorry that my Atlanta accent just come out. My ignorance just flares up sometimes on this fucking podcast. It's just comfortable. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Episode 4 was good, man. I felt like I really vibed out right there. I'm telling y'all, bro, I get better with time. Y'all gotta fuck with me, bro. I'm telling you, but episode 5 might be crazy. It might be a lot of passion in that motherfucker. I don't know what the topic gonna be, but shit. I mean, I do this every Sunday, so I got like a week to think about it. So yeah, I don't know, might be video games or something. But until then, love y'all. Take care. Stay blessed. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening to this from. Hopefully we get it on Spotify, Apple Music, and I will see y'all till then. So smell you later. And no, this is not the outro. We have yet to find one.